of problems getting on the stream tonight. A tremendous amount of problems. So let's see if this works. I just need to check something first. So just bear with me. Okay. Right. Okay. 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 Why am I not getting any audio? Why am I not getting any audio? Let's check this. Let's check to see if I'm getting any audio on YouTube. So I'm just checking to see if I'm getting any audio on YouTube because I don't think I am. Yep, I am. Okay. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Right, that's fine. I'm here. I'm here finally. Right. Okay. I've had a lot of trouble. I've had a lot of trouble getting onto it because my system crashed. Not my system. My OBS crashed. It completely crashed, and I'm not streaming out on Twitch now. Why the hell not? Why the hell is this not going out on Twitch? It says it's going out on Twitch. Let's just turn it on and turn it off again. All right, let's try Twitch again. I'm definitely going out on YouTube. I can see myself going out on YouTube, but I'm not going out on Twitch. So obviously something's not working. Oh, something's not working. I'm not going out on Twitch. Okay, right. Ah, right. I'm going to worry about that in a minute. I'm in the middle of a live stream. I don't believe this. I've now got to do tech fucking support, so that's going to be a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Trying to work out why I'm not streaming on Twitch. Let me just disconnect and reconnect. That might be the best idea. So just remove that, remove channel, remove. Right, we'll add the channel again. Let's add Twitch again. Oh, procedure. I was going to have a moan about Boris. I don't know the results yet. I don't know the results. Has Boris actually been? Did he win or lose his vote of no confidence? That's my question. Did he win or lose his vote of no confidence? Right. Sending data. Let's see if we actually go out on Twitch now. Sending data, streaming. Right, it says I'm out on Twitch. I'm not. Let's have a look. Yay! I'm out on Twitch. Right, okay. That's sorted. Good. Right, sorted. Right, everything's sorted. I was going to have a moan about Boris tonight. I really was. Because I saw. I I'm I've got to -1. Thanks for the download. I've got to I've got to do a couple of things. So bear with me. Yeah, I was going to have a moan about Boris tonight because I saw him going into St Paul's in the Jubilee celebrations, and I looked at him and I thought, "You are one scruffy person. You really are disgustingly scruffy." Um, and then I realised I haven't had a shave tonight, so I can't really moan about Boris because I'm just disgustingly scruffy as Boris is. But what happened is my OBS crashed about an hour before I came on, and I've had to reinstall OBS. Not everything's working, and I can't work out exactly what I've done wrong. So I'm having a few problems, and I'm having to wing it as we're going along. So to get things. Why have I just turned my bloody camera off? There we go. I'll turn my camera on. See, I'm having so many bloody problems here. It's unbelievable. Right, okay. I mean, there's so many problems here. Let's put that. No, that's wrong. So many problems here to get it all run, so it runs on all the platforms. Hopefully that should work now. That should look a lot better. That's actually put my link tree up. That's correct. Right. So that's that. That's gone up, and it looks like right. Well, my voice is going now. So yeah, I was going to have a moan at Boris because he actually looked like he sleeps in a hedge. I don't know if you saw it or not, but when he went into St Paul's, his other half, what's her name, Carrie? Is it Carrie? She looked quite smart, but he looked like he slept. He looked like he got drunk last night and slept in a hedge. And then his hairstyle shouts at me, I've just arrived on a motorbike without a crash helmet. I mean, the man is a real scruff. But like I say, I can't really bitch about him because I haven't had a shave tonight. In fact, I feel quite scruffy. I put a clean shirt on, but I haven't had a shave tonight because of the, oh, pardon me, because of all the problems that I've had getting OBS to run. But I finally got it to run, and hopefully we should be there. So that's my that's the first part of my evening ruined with OBS. So we haven't got that right. I'm having a beer and a chat, so ask me anything. Come on, let's talk. I've got to tell you guys, right? I've got to tell you, I streamed live from the pub last night. If you look in my profile, you'll see a VOD, video on demand, of the stream. I had a few watches last night. 434,000. 500,000 watchers watch me stream from the pub. That's a stupid number, right? I've never had that many watches in my life. 424,000. Oh my God, I couldn't keep up. The questions were flying left, right, and centre. I couldn't keep up with it. I was having to give shout outs to people and just chatting to people from all over the world. It was absolutely fantastic. But I can't believe that 500,000 people, that's as near to 500,000 as you're ever going to get. So I can't believe that number of people wanted to watch little old me streaming. So that was interesting. That was very interesting. 500,000 people. That's one hell of an ego boost. You know that, don't you? That's one hell of an ego boost. That number of people. That is an amazing ego boost. And yeah, it did boost my ego. There's no two ways about it. There's just absolutely no two ways about it at all. It did boost my ego. Right. Yes, beer. Right. Okay. This is Doombar. All right. This is Doombar. Let's see if we can put that up there. Amber ale. Balanced and moorish. 4.3 ABV. It started. This isn't what it. Now, if you've watched my streams regularly, you'll know that I've got this bug up my arse about beers not claiming to be what they are. And Doombar is the same. All right. This started out as a really nice craft beer brewed in a little village in Cornwall called Rock in Cornwall, which was a great little place. And it was a fantastic little beer, and I really enjoyed it. And it was done by Sharp's Brewery down there in Rock in Cornwall, and it was a really nice craft beer. But then something happened, and it got bought out. And so you look at it, and it says Doombar on it. So it says Doombar. It's got the same bottle as it's got the same colour scheme as it had before, and it actually says Sharp's Brewery, Rock, Cornwall. And you think to yourself, that's Doombar, isn't it? Brewed in Rock, Cornwall by Sharp's Brewery. And then you look on the back, and you discover it's actually brewed in Burton upon Trent in partnership with Molson. Isn't Molson Canadian? I'm pretty sure it's Canadian. I'm pretty sure they, or is it Coors? No, it's American. Molson is American. So it's brewed in Burton on Trent. So it's not brewed in Rock in Cornwall at all. So they don't use water from Cornwall. They use water from Burton on Trent, and that makes a massive difference to the taste of the beer. And when I first tried a couple of cans of this, I thought to myself, this doesn't taste like Doombar. It tastes like I remember, and it's not. It's another beer that's pretending to be something that it's not. And it's always brewed in Burton on Trent by these big breweries. It's just an absolute nightmare. just an absolute nightmare with these big breweries that take over take over take things over. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with these beers. They take things over, and they're not what they claim to be. Hey, Planting Claymore. Hello, good evening. How are you? I used to like the bottled Doom Bar, but it's not the same now. Still okay. Exactly, it's not the same because it's not the same. It's not brewed in Rocking Cornwall at all. Sharp's Brewery have obviously sold out to Molson. They now brew it in Burton-on-Trent, where they brew all the other commercial dishwater, and it's starting to taste like commercial dishwater. When I bought these in Tesco's today, in Sainsbury's. I also looked at the bottles because the bottles are in Sainsbury's as well, because I wanted to check and see if the bottles were brewed in Rock, but they're not. They're brewed by Molson in Burton-on-Trent as well. So it looks like Doom Bar have sold out, and it's yet another beer where we've been sold up the river, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's okay. It's a nice supping beer, but it hasn't got that distinct Doom Bar taste. Planting Claymore, I'm sorry that I did see you on last night and I did say hello to you, but it was phenomenal. Do you know there was 424,000 people watching? 400, 500,000 people watching little old me stream. I was absolutely staggered when I saw the figures, and I thought I must be misreading those. And I'm not. And it's 424,000. Wow! I could sell advertising space for that, couldn't I? Oh dear. Right. I'm just having a bit. I'm having a nightmare with OBS and Restream today. Everything has completely gone wrong. Completely gone wrong. And I've had to reinstall OBS again, which is an absolute nightmare for me. Just checking Twitch. Right, test that works. That works on Twitch. I've got one viewer on Twitch again. I've got the one viewer on Twitch. I wish I didn't. I wish I had more than one viewer, and I've got one viewer on YouTube. So that's me. Why does that say Empires and Allies? That shouldn't say Empires and Allies. That should come up as a stream on YouTube as my. Oh, for fuck's sake! What's gone wrong now? Ah, right. Title: Just having a beer in a chat. View on YouTube. That should be on YouTube. It's just having a beer in a chat. Why has it come up with a different title on YouTube to what it is having on? Oh. Yeah, I've had a lot of problems. I've had terrible problems with terrible problems with getting all this to work. Let's see if I can actually work out how to change the title of this while I'm live. I don't know if I can, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. Right, okay, it looks like I can. And I don't know what's gone wrong. Oh, pardon me. There's something that's just gone completely wrong with my system. Hey, happy smile sicker. How are you? How are you? Again, you were on last night, and I didn't have you. I didn't have a lot of chance to really chat to you, but it's good to see you. Lobster Luck 889 here. Here, I'm at home tonight, so I'm drinking. I'm drinking from the can. All right, I'm drinking Doom Bar. Um, right. Let me just go back to YouTube and see if we've actually got it working now. Yes, that's changed it to the right one. I don't know. I don't know. Hello, test. Right. Okay, that's all working. Right. Right. Okay. Let's update titles. That should do the trick. Update all. Yep. Oh. Right. No, I've got one watching on YouTube and I've got one watching on Twitch. So that's the usual things. I can't really compare figures today because I've got a problem with I've got a problem with OBS. I really can't work it out. It is causing me no end of grief. Right. Um. So happy smile seeker. Hey, like I said, I did see you last night, and I knew it was getting busy. But like I said, having 424,000 watchers was absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't believe it that 424,000 want to see my ramblings, and I've got 7 tonight. So either I'm trying to work out what the what the trigger is, what's causing it. Is it the pub? Is it because I'm at the pub? That's the question. Is it because I'm at the pub? Or is it because it's Sunday night? What is it? Why is it that people are? Why is it that people are? Why is it that people? Why is it that that number of people watch me? Does anyone know? Has anyone got a clue? Is it Sunday night, or is it? What triggered that amount of people? I mean, it's that's 500,000 people. What triggered it? What triggered it? That was absolutely amazing. Hmm. Couldn't honestly believe that number of people wanted to watch me stream. It's just phenomenal. Yeah, like so. I haven't got the news on. I could Google, but I'm still having problems with OBS. I'm still trying to get it working, so I can't actually see. Has Boris won or lost his vote of no confidence? If one of you wouldn't mind letting me know, it'll be deeply appreciated. Creamiest Push, you have a very ASMR voice. I know what ASMR is. Well, I think I know what ASMR is. I'm just going to Google it just to make sure. So let me just double check this. Make sure that I've got ASMR right, because I associate pardon me, ASMR. I associate ASMR, autonomous sensory meridian response. Yes, yeah, yeah. And the first picture that comes up is a woman licking a microphone. Okay, that's what comes up. So that's what I thought it was. Let me turn my fan on because it's getting a bit warm in here. Um, I've always associated ASMR with the what I call the porn side of Twitch, which is the women, semi-naked women, in paddling pools, licking microphones, and oh fuck. I was hoping Boris. Well, hopefully. I mean, every time there's a vote of no confidence, right, within weeks, the Prime Minister goes. Thank you, Creamiest Puss. I was hoping Boris would they'd kick him out, um, but not as the case may be. Uh, so I was hoping they'd kick him out, but obviously they didn't kick him out. So there we go. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, that is a bit of a shame. Um, Apparently, I'm streaming on Facebook, but I can't find myself on Facebook. I've got no idea where I am on Facebook. So let's just see if I'm there. Right, okay. Let's just see if I'm there. Oh yeah, there I am. Yeah, I am streaming on Facebook. Yeah, I am streaming. 0 people reached and 0 engagements. I love it when I get when I get that amount of interaction. I love it. Right, at the chat. Hey, right. Right. Let's catch up. Um, ASMR can be anything that calms people. Do you honestly think my voice is calming? That's interesting because I'm actually in the middle. If you look at the link tree, if you follow the link tree up there, I'm actually doing a radio station. Although I did I did thank you for the award, Creamiest Puss. I've got a special thank you for that for you. Here you go. Look, there's a special thank you for that. Let's just run it. There we go. Oh no, that's not running. Come on, run. Oh, nothing's working tonight. For fuck's sake. There we go. Right, we found it. We have found it. Right, let's run my award. There we go. Nope, that's not running. Oh, there it is. Right. Yeah, there we go. Special award for you. There you go. There we go. That's for saying thank you. Right. Nothing is working tonight because, like I said, I had to reinstall OBS. OBS is Open Broadcaster Studio, which is the software that I'm using to stream on Reddit, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch at the moment. So that's the software I'm using. But like I say, I had a problem at about 8 o'clock this evening. It all stopped working, and I had to quickly uninstall it and reinstall it again, which is an absolute nightmare. Um, it's funny. It's funny you saying that about my voice cream. Boss. We'll talk about that in a minute. Just let me go through to make sure. Dancing Claymore. Yeah, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to ignore anybody. Same with you. Same with you. Happy Smile Seeker. But I try to spread myself. I mean, you've got hundreds of questions. Or when you've got 422,000 people watching you, you've got hundreds of questions coming at you in a minute, and the screen was going so fast that I was struggling to keep up with it because I didn't want to ignore anybody. And I think one of the things I should do as a stream is try and acknowledge everybody that chats to me. I do try it. One dependent 4376. Greetings from London. How's it down there in Dorset? I used to love going down into Poole Harbour. Was what I Poole. I used to love Poole Harbour. That was a great place when I was holidaying down that way. I also Studland Bay, but I'm not sure if that's in Dorset or not. I think it might be. There's a nudist beach at Studland Bay, and I've actually been on that nudist beach. In my youth, not now. I mean, now if I went to a nudist beach now, I'd get a crowd of people around me trying to push me back in the water, and I'd get Greenpeace coming out trying to save the whale. So, uh, but there's a nudist beach down at Studland Bay, which I think is in Dorset. Am I right on that? Am I right on that? Right. Okay. It's funny you saying about my voice, creamiest puss, because I on the 13th of May, I had some oral surgery, and then I had it again on the 27th of May. That I've had all of my rear teeth, both sides, removed because I've got cancer, and between the cancer and I'm on chemotherapy, my third lot of chemotherapy right. Between the cancer and the chemotherapy, it's absolutely destroyed my teeth, and I've got no teeth, top or bottom, on this side, and I've only got three teeth on the bottom this side. In fact, I can do this, which is something I couldn't do before. Look, because I've got no teeth to stop me from doing that. So, but it's not a problem because I was at the dentist last Friday and they took the moulds and the impressions to give me dentures, and they'll be at the end of the month. So, but that's the downside of having cancer. This is related because one of the things that having no teeth does is it destroys your voice. You can't talk properly. One thing I have noticed is that I've picked up a lot of sibilants. That's the sibilance is on the S's. That noise you'll hear it on all of the S's and some of the vowels. There is a very strong sibilance there, which when I'm recording a podcast or doing something that requires high quality audio, it's very hard to filter out. I mean, I do use Adobe Audition and the de-essers, but it's very hard to filter that out. And when I get my dentures back, my voice will go back to what it was. So I'm I'm, I'm listening to myself now, and I think it's actually very rough, my voice, to how it was before I had all my teeth out. I've only got 12 teeth left. I had 32 to start with 2 years ago. I only got 12 left. But when I get my dentures, my voice should come back to what it was, and that sibilance should be removed from my voice. Oh, funny you saying that. You think I've got a calming voice. I'm actually, and like I say, I'm actually starting a radio station. Although, as usual, I got it completely wrong, and I've been doing test transmissions all week on it, and I thought they were private. Well, they were, except for the last one, and for some reason I set it to public, not unlisted. So it ended up being broadcast when I didn't want it to because I was still testing something. So there's 20 minutes of me talking absolute shit and getting it all wrong as I normally do. So there's that. There's that. So I got all that wrong. Let me just have a quick look and see how many we've got watching on Twitch. And we've got one watching on Twitch again. And we've got one watching on 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 Twitch. Yeah. Right. To answer the question, how is Twitch shit? Absolutely shit. Is the answer. I started streaming. I discovered streaming back in 2021, back about January 2021, and I started streaming on Twitch, and I had absolutely no luck at all, absolutely none at all. Especially after I looked around and people said, "Yeah, Twitch is starved of people playing unique games. Everybody plays the same game. So what Twitch wants is it wants people that play games that nobody else plays. So I play a game that nobody else plays, called Empires and Allies, and it's unique. I'm the only person playing it, as far as I can tell. So nobody watches me, and you get people come up on Reddit all the time saying, yeah, you need to go on Twitch. If you're doing this well on Reddit, you need to go on Twitch. You'll do well on Twitch." So I do. I go on Twitch, and I've literally get one viewer all the time. One viewer. Nobody wants to watch me on Twitch. It's just a dead market for me. YouTube is the same, just absolutely dead. Whether I'm not optimizing the streams with the tags or not, I don't know. But it's just absolutely dead. The two platforms where I could possibly earn some money. I mean, I don't do this for money. I'll tell you why I do this in a minute. But the two platforms that could give me a little bit of income are the two platforms that I'm completely dead on. The one that gives me no income at all, right, is Reddit. And yet 422,000 people watched me on Reddit last night. And we've just had a massive jump, right? We've just jumped from 7 viewers to 436 viewers on Reddit. It's just gone boom, like that. And I don't get that on YouTube, and I don't get that on Twitch. I get none of that at all. Absolutely none of that at all. Hello, Possum Pud. Thank you for following me. Neat Shiftless, I actually loved the last stream I saw you do. Thank you very much. Oh, like I say, tonight has been a complete disaster because nothing went according to plan, and the OBS broke, and I've had to reinstall it, and I haven't got all of my tricks. But now we're up to 19,000 or 1,969 viewers. So we've jumped again. Now, if I could get that viewership on YouTube, that would be fantastic. If I could get it on Twitch, that would be fantastic. But we're not. So what are we doing now? What I'm doing now is I'm just going to have a quick look on the Reddit front page, because that will give me a clue what I'm up against. Normally on a Monday night, one dependent, thank you for following me. Normally on a Monday night, I'm up against cats. All right, on Reddit, because when you oh, by the way, just to let you know, in case you didn't know, the streams will be are leaving the front page very soon. Reddit announced it the other day that they're taking the top streams off of the front page, so pretty soon nobody on Reddit will know that there's streams going on. So I'm just looking to see what's on the front page of Reddit at the moment, and I don't think there's any streams. Normally they feature a stream. It might have happened already, but they are taking streams off of the front page. So you won't be able to see people on the front page. We jumped up to 4,930 viewers. We've still got one on Twitch and one on YouTube, which is a waste of time. So let's. Oh, I've got an award. Thank you. Let's give my thank you. There we go. There we go, one dependent. That's a little thank you for you. I can't see anything up on Reddit's front page at the moment, so it may have already stopped. They may have already stopped the streams from appearing on the front page, so I'm not going to spend any more time looking at that. What was I going to do? Yes, because I'm competing with cats. Now, I mean, I don't know why, but I was watching it on Friday night, and there was 18,000 people. 18,000 people, right, watching a cat shit in its litter box. And I thought to myself, my God, that is like an amazing amount of people that watch cats. And they're probably cat owners. Why would you watch a random cat, all right? I mean, it's not like you can interact with a cat, but why would you want a random cat? And to watch a random cat shit in a litter box is just bizarre. But 18,000 people were watching it, and I couldn't understand why, and I still can't understand why. But apparently, if you put cats up on Reddit, they are extremely popular. Right. Speaking of cats, right? To compete with cats, I'm going to have a dancing cat. There we go. So we're now competing with the cats. So we are competing with the cats. So we've got a dancing cat there. Let's just move it over a bit because it's not dancing It's not dancing that properly. So there we go. Look, we are competing against the cat people. Okay, we have our own pet cat, and we're going to call this cat Sybil. Right. So, um, yeah. So it was. So coming back to that, it was announced. There was an announcement about it. If you look at the auto mod, if you look at the auto mod thing at the start of this chat, there's they say about the Reddit announcement there, and I went through and read it, and that, like I say, they're taking it away from the front page. It's apparently an improvement. Apparently, Creamiest Puss. You've given me another award. Hang on. In that case, we need to give you a different thank you, and I do have some. I do have a whole range of thank yous available. So there you go, Creamiest Puss. There you go. Let's see. There you go. There's your new thank you. Um, right. So yeah, or people streaming themselves sleeping. Yeah, that's another one that's weird. But look, I'm competing with them all because I've got the cat. Right? You can't tell me that I'm. Look, my cat is brilliant. Okay, you can watch my cat. You don't have to worry about a cat shitting in a box. You can watch my cat. All right. Um, and yeah, that's why. So reading about it, it's taken it off the front page. But the most annoying thing about it with Reddit is that they haven't actually they haven't actually fixed notifications, because when you follow somebody and they go live, you're not notified anymore. And they should be fixing that. Never mind fucking about and fiddling with all the other things. Just fix notifications, because that's been broken for months. And Reddit say they're not going to fix it. No, they think it's more important to take streams off of the front page. So it's read the decision. All right, you'll think it's crazy. You'll think it's crazy. Um, hello, hello to the USA. YouTuber says hi. So, spot it in. When am I coming to Israel? When you send me first class plane tickets, and my first class all expenses, holiday accommodation. Because then I can go. Oh, and if I do come, I want to go swimming in the Dead Sea. That place that's got so much salt in it that anything floats, even a house brick. So that's when I'm coming to Israel. Is your answer there? My passport is valid, so we're all good for that. So yeah. I know the cat's got some moves. Like I say, I'm competing against the cats on the front page. Arking7512. Thank you for the award. Let me give you my special award there. There we go. Oh, right, there we go, Arkham. You can have that. Yeah, they took the streams off before fixing their video player. To Reddit, I think streams are the little brother of Reddit. But like I say, having 422,000 people watching me last night tells me that there is a phenomenal earnings potential there for Reddit. Okay, if you've got that many people watching a stream, there is a phenomenal earning potential there for Reddit. And if they ignore that, then they're complete idiots. They really are complete idiots. To ignore that. Just to let you know, right, on Facebook we have exactly no watchers. On YouTube we have exactly no watchers. And on Twitch we have one watcher. And we always have one watcher on Twitch. So I think it's I think it's that one person there. I think that's a robot. Right, let's turn the cat off. We really don't want to watch the cat, but that's me competing with the cat. Right, okay. Hey, Daniel Robinson, how was yesterday's beef curry? Daniel Robinson on YouTube has asked me how yesterday's beef curry was. So I actually have one viewer on Twitch. The beef curry is absolutely gorgeous. When I got back, it's I had 4 pints of beer, and after 4 pints of beer, it is the perfect snack. I'm drinking Doom Bar tonight, my beer, Daniel. I'm drinking Doom Bar, and I've got 4 cans here, and I may get through all 4 cans on this stream. If I do, I'll be lagging. I'll get really wankered. But I've got some frozen kebabs in the freezer, and that's going to be my. They're not Mickey Mouse ones you get from Iceland. But when you've had a few beers and it's late at night and you want something quick, they're great. But I've got a couple of those to have tonight when I've had my beer. You know, my missus says to me, she says, you can't work out why. She said, I can't work out why you're a fat bastard. And I look at her and say, I know exactly why I'm a fat bastard. Because I drink beer and I drink beer and wash it down with curry. That's exactly why I'm a fat bastard. And I don't do any exercise. So, but then I'm 62, right? So yeah. So Daniel Robinson on YouTube there. Yesterday's beef curry was absolutely perfect. It was the perfect thing to eat when I got in last night. I know you hate it, but I'm a Guinness man myself. No, that's Daniel on YouTube again. I hate it, but I don't have a problem with other people drinking it. I really don't. It's fine. I just don't like it. I just never understood why people rave about Guinness. I find the same thing. People rave about Marmite, and I think it's disgusting. Um, I just don't like Guinness. I don't like any of the porters. I mean, I've tried McCaffrey's, Murphy's, all of those dark porters. I don't like dark beers. I like an amber beer, an amber ale like Doom Bar, or a Golden Ale. Lagers and IPAs. Not all IPAs. But it's different strokes for different folks. If I ever went out with you, I'd buy you a pint of Guinness. Just because I hate it, I'm not going to stop anybody else from drinking it. Right. Ooh, I'm not even going to pronounce your name, Hooters. When is the Minecraft Let's Play streaming? You know, if you want to watch Minecraft, go on Twitch. There's millions of people playing Minecraft on. I don't play Minecraft. I've never played Minecraft. I don't know anybody that actually plays Minecraft. What's the other ones people play? Call of Duty, and Fortnite. I've never played either of those either. Is it just me, right? It's Call of Duty and Fortnite, the popular games that people stream. Are they like just grown-up versions of Doom? I mean, how many of you know what Doom? How many of you know what Doom is? Can any of you remember Doom? This is a game I used to play on a PC. This is before the internet, before the World Wide Web. Doom. You used to go around different levels with different levels with different weapons and just shoot people, shoot shit, and do that. Right. Daniel Robinson knows what Doom is. Daniel Robinson on YouTube knows what Doom is. So am I right? Is Fortnite and Call of Duty just like Doom, but just with better graphics? Where you're just going around shooting people. There's no strategy there. You just have to shoot shit. You have to shoot shit. Am I right on that, Daniel? I used to play Doom. I used to like Doom, but I grew up, and I think Doom did and became Call of Duty or Fortnite. Or have I got it wrong? I'm completely missing the point with these games. And is there some strategy there that I'm not seeing? Previous Puss, perhaps you should do beer review videos. Perhaps I should. Perhaps I should. The trouble is, right? The trouble is I get easily distracted. I get I usually get the expression right. I'm a London Cockney, right? The expression is wankered. Right? I get too wankered on beer. I mean, I'll start drinking and I won't. I can't do this. I can't do this. Swirl it around your mouth and spit in a cup. No, I gulp down and I gulp down. So yeah. So yeah, maybe that's my tagline. Yeah, okay, that could be my tagline. I'm better than Guinness. Yeah, that's a good tagline. Creamiest Puss. Nietzsche Syphilis says maybe I should do explainer videos on Britain's history. There are quite a few people that do that, and I don't think I could compete with them. Depending on how good I am at video, I'm shit hot at video making. I mean, I've got all the equipment here, and I can actually make lots of videos, lots of different videos. So I've got the equipment. I can do it. I can certainly do it. You can probably tell from my stream that I've got a decent camera. I've got a good high quality camera and I've got good high quality lighting, as well as the proper audio equipment. So yeah, I can make movies. That is not a problem. So yeah, Planting Claymore, but they are like Planting Claymore. My point is, right, and Daniel on YouTube is saying the same thing. My point is, right, that there's no strategy involved. It's really just like a battle royal. All you're doing is running around shooting people. Am I right or am I wrong? That's the crux of the game in both Fortnite and Call of Duty. You're just going around shooting people. There's no story to it. You're just shooting shit. That's all you're doing. You're just going around and shooting things. or is there a story and a strategy there that I've got wrong? Am I missing something there? That's my question about that. Because I will install Call of Duty and I will try and play it if I think there's some gameplay there. But I promise you that if I'm just running around and shooting things, I'm going to last about 5 minutes before I want to go off and watch porn. All right, so it's got to be something that keeps me away from porn. Um, I don't get me wrong. I know you're saying about Doom, right? Thank you, Daniel. Daniel Robinson says I am correct. That's all you're doing is you're going around shooting things. You shoot everything in sight. That's all you do, right? That to me is so boring. It's unbelievable. At least when I play my Empires and Allies in the mornings, right, there is a strategy there, and you can actually beat your opponent, even though your opponent on paper will will massacre you by outthinking them and outplaying them with strategy. And I love that. All right, I love to actually think about a game, not just run around and shoot things. That would just interest me for about 5 minutes. And like I say, I'll just wander off and go and watch Pornhub or something. Or no, xnxx.com. That's a better one. So my friend says. So my friend. I wouldn't know anything about that. So my friend says. Right. Planting Claymore says there's a new Doom. Doom Eternal. Don't get me wrong, right? I don't like Doom. I got bored with Doom. You know, you can only shoot things so many times before you get bored. So that's why I don't play them. I don't understand why they're popular unless they're popular because they don't require any thought. Maybe that's what makes them popular. I don't know. Maybe that's what makes them popular. It's really funny, but the figures here are lying to me because Facebook says that I've got nobody online. YouTube says I've got nobody online, and Twitch says I've got one person online. Yet I can see that Daniel Robinson is chatting to me online on YouTube. Yeah. There's a story when you buy Call of Duty. There's a story. So buffalo chicken. So in Call of Duty, I've actually got to complete tasks to get through the story and complete tasks and think about the tasks and think about killing other people and outplaying and using a strategy to outplay other people, or do I just shoot the crap out of them? All right, it's like it's so that's what I don't like about it. And don't get me wrong, it's not Warzone is just battle royale about killing everyone to upgrade your gear. Yeah, that reminds me of the situation in America at the moment, and with utter tragedy, I read that there's another mass shooting going on right now at the moment, or a gunman incident in Philadelphia, I believe. Another one. My God, how many have been this week? It's horrible. And it seems to be the answer. There seems to be many Americans, right? The answer for the Americans is the way to solve the gun problem is to have more guns, bigger guns, faster guns, and more powerful guns. Just to kill people quicker and faster. So that's the idea of Call of Duty, is it? To get more guns, bigger guns, and kill people faster. Is there a strategy? This is what I'm asking. Is there a story that I have to follow? Do I have to complete tasks? Your tasks are killing people, right? Okay, so yeah, it is. Thank you, Daniel. It is about killing people, right? So that's what I thought. So I will not be installing Call of Duty because it will not appeal to me. I'm just looking. I'm just going to go back onto the front page of Reddit again. Let's have a look on popular and see what I'm up against, because I've now dropped from 4,000 to 122 watchers. And I'm looking to see if there's a stream. No, it's not. There's not a stream on. I'm not. Let me just do a control refresh. Let me just do the GOP. I know that means Grand Old Party. Yeah, like I said, Creamus Puss. The answer is more guns. This is what as a Briton, right? This is what I'm seeing coming out of America. The answer to these gun massacres is to get more guns, more powerful guns, guns that can shoot people better. That seems to be the answer. More guns, and it's a strange logic. Somebody asked me last night. One of the questions they asked me last night about what one of the best thing about living in the United Kingdom is, and the best thing about living in the United Kingdom is no guns. Right? We don't have guns. we've really got that problem solved. So we don't have guns. Although I don't want to talk about guns because it's not, that's your culture, your thing. It's, you know, your if you want guns, that's fine. But no, there's no stream. Again, there's no stream on popular. Let's just go to news. So let's just go to the news. So again, there's no stream on the front page. Oh yes, we have a stream on the front page. We have Distance Socialise. We have Radio Girl. And I spoke to Radio Girl. She's down there in Brazil. She's a lovely little girl down there. No, Brazil. Is it Brazil she's at? Or is it Argentina? She's in one of the South American countries. She speaks lovely English. And Spanish as well. So she's in one of the one of the Latin American countries. I think it's Brazil. I'm sure it is. I've probably been very disingenuous to have spoken to her. So she's on the front page at the moment. No, it's not. I'm on you, aren't I? Yeah, I'm on no. So nobody is. No, nobody is. Nobody is on the front page as a stream. So it looks like they've. It looks like they've. It looks like. Oh no. We have a top post. We have on Distance Socialising. We have that. Yeah, there's a young lady there that crochets a blanket. She's on there. So I can't compete with that. I can't compete with that at all. I've got nothing that can compete with crocheting a blanket, unless I try and crochet a parachute. But other than that, I've got nothing that can compete with blowing with crocheting a blanket. Right, just gonna have some beer. And you're right. Call of Duty doesn't sound like my thing. I don't mean to be disingenuous about it. It's just that that's what I like. Yes, Daniel Robinson, 4 shootings yesterday alone. As I say, it is a tragedy. It is a tragedy, but it's your tragedy. It's not ours. The other thing I was going to do is I was going to have a right moan about Boris the Scruff tonight. I really was, because honestly, the man really does look like he slept in a hedge. He is the scruffiest politician I've ever known, and his hairstyle is like I arrived on a motorbike. But as I said, I had a lot of problems with OBS tonight. It crashed just before it crashed at 8 o'clock tonight, just before about an hour before I come on air. And I've had to reinstall it, so I haven't had time for a shave. So there's me going on about Boris being a scruffy so and so. And it turns out that I'm even scruffier than Boris tonight. So that's that. That's that. Right. What else we about here? What else we doing? Yeah. So come on, people. What do we want to talk about it? What do we want to talk? What do we want to talk about? We can talk about anything. You choose the subjects. I mean, I was chatting for nearly 3 hours at the pub last night, and having to come up with all these different subjects, it does sort of wear me out. So let's have you guys. I was thinking about you when I saw the vote this evening. What, you were thinking about me being scruffy? That's what Daniel Robinson on YouTube says. And I will. I actually think it was me that broke OBS, because, like I say, I've been working on a Python script to get the chat running so everybody can see everybody at the moment, right? I'm using OBS going into Restream, which is rebroadcasting it to Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube right now. And everybody on those 3 platforms can see what everybody else on the other platform is saying. So, like Daniel Robinson has just said, I thought Boris may be on his way out. And anybody watching me on Facebook and Twitch can also see what Daniel's saying. They can interact with Daniel. But you guys on Reddit, you haven't got a clue what Daniel's saying, and he hasn't got a clue what you guys are saying. The reason for that being is that Reddit is in 9:16 portrait format, and all the others, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, are in 16:9 landscape format. So it's a technical challenge to actually have a live stream going on 5 different platforms in 2 different formats, 2 different formats. So getting the chat to talk together is complicated, and I'm writing a Python script. I think I screwed OBS up when I did it yesterday, when I tried to do it yesterday. I think I screwed OBS up. Creamiest Puss, I will answer your question in a second. Okay, I will answer your question in a second. Daniel Robinson, I was hoping, all right, I was really hoping. I mean, what he said was that he wants to be, he wants to win this fight with no confidence because he can draw a line in the sand and put Partygate behind him. My question there is, right, there were fathers, mothers, sons, daughters, grandparents, grandchildren, uncles, aunties dying in hospital alone, scared, away from their loved ones, scared and alone and dying in a very dehumanizing artificial environment where the only contact they had with other people were people in protective clothing. It must have been a very, very scary, frightening time for those people that died of COVID. And not being able to actually have their loved ones around them would be horrible. Now, during that time, Boris was partying. Yeah, he was going out to parties, getting absolutely lagging and partying, and he wants to put that behind him. How do you put that sort of disrespect for all of those people that were away? Can you imagine? Can you imagine dying on your own, away from your loved ones? You've all got loved ones, right? Can you imagine how horrible that must be? What a lonely death! What a horrible, horrible, lonely death! And Boris is partying while people are doing this. I spent over 2 years locked away in my own home, only going out for medical appointments, right? Away from my family. I've got 4 kids and 11 grandchildren. I have not seen my descendants together as a whole family. We've not been together as a whole family in over 2 years. I've seen them individually, but not as a family. So it's hurt me as well because I've had to keep away from my family because of my illness. How did he? And while I was doing this, while I was keeping away from the people that I loved the most in the world to protect myself, he was partying, and he wants to put that behind him. How the fuck does that work? I'll tell you what, Boris. Come election time, the British electorate are going to punish you. They are going to punish you like you wouldn't believe, and that's a shame because you will lose the election, and you'll give it away to a party that are a nightmare. So yeah, you can't draw a line in it. What you did was wrong. You don't go out and have parties while people are dying on your watch. That is so disrespectful. It is just no, Boris, no. You will not forget it. And when it comes election time, I will be reminding you. I will definitely be reminding you, and I hope the British public do as well. I hope they turn around and say, "Yeah, Boris, what's this about you going out drinking and pissing it up the wall while my father, my husband, was all alone, scared, dying in hospital?" Yeah, put that behind you, Boris. Oh, sorry, I just had to have a moan about that. Sorry, right? Let's get back onto the other things, right? Um. Boris doesn't look endearing, right? He looks like he's sorry, Nietzsche syphilis. He doesn't look endearing. He looks like a scruffy cunt that slept in a hedge. Like me today, actually. Sorry, right. What's the biggest obstacle dealing with your illness? I have 2 obstacles. The first biggest obstacle, Creamiest Puss, is for those that don't know, I have cancer. I have a blood cancer, which is called follicular lymphoma. It is incurable. I was diagnosed with it in 2013, and I'm currently on my 3rd lot of chemotherapy. I had chemotherapy in 2018, and then chemotherapy again in 2020, and I'm now on my 3rd lot of chemotherapy because my cancer keeps coming back, which is what incurable means. Which is why I've lost all my teeth. If you've missed the thing between the cancer and the powerful chemo drugs, it's losing me my teeth. So Creamiest Puss, for your information, Daniel, has asked the question: what was the biggest obstacle dealing with your illness? Well, the first one is being immunocompromised because blood cancer, lymphoma is a blood cancer, but it also affects the lymphocytes, hence lymphoma in your blood in your blood system and your lymphatic system, which are a primary part of your immune system. It makes you immunocompromised, and that's the first biggest obstacle that you have to keep away from people because any any disease that's going round, any slight infection, I struggle to fight off. To give you an example, it's taken me 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. I'm in my third week now. I picked up a virus 2.5 weeks ago, and it knocked me on my arse for a week and nearly hospitalised me. I was really, really ill. Not last weekend, the weekend before. Throughout the weekend, almost ended up in hospital again. Um, and my partner, I gave her the virus, and it only affected her for 4 days. But for me, it affected me for nearly 3 weeks and made me seriously ill. It made her ill, but nowhere near as serious as me. I mean, at one point, my temperature went over 40 degrees centigrade, which is very, very dangerous. And I nearly admitted myself to hospital. But I have some powerful drugs here, some powerful antibiotics here. So that's the worst thing, when you realise that you have to isolate from people. That's the biggest obstacle, because I am a very social person. Like I said the other night, I was a cab driver before I had forced to retire by COVID lockdown, which is why I love streaming. Which is why I'm glad I discovered it, because it gives me this. This is my social life, and as crazy as it sounds, that you guys have saved my mental health. You are fantastic for me. It's great that you guys are, yeah, being able to talk to you. It has saved my mental health. I think I would have gone completely mad if it had been anything else. If I hadn't discovered streaming, I think I would have gone mad. As much as I love talking to my partner, there's only so much you can say to somebody without pissing them off. Um, so yeah, and streaming has made a difference. So that's the first biggest obstacle I have to overcome. The second biggest obstacle I have to overcome is people being arseholes. I mean, I'll give you a conversation that I had a couple of weeks back. I was parking in the. I was going to the hospital to see my haematologist. My cancer was not dealt with an oncologist. My cancer is dealt with by a haematologist because it's a blood cancer. So I was parking up, and this guy in a van drove past, and I was getting my wheelchair out of the car. Now I actually got out of the car. I walked to the back of the car, and I can lift my wheelchair out. I've actually got a portable electric wheelchair. It only weighs 30 kilos. It's not heavy, and there's nothing wrong with my legs. Right, it's my lungs that are the problem. So I picked the wheelchair up and I put it on the ground. He shouts out of his van. He looked at me and he said, "You don't look disabled to me." No, I just put my wheelchair down. I turned around. I shouted across at a car park to him, and I said, "You don't look like a stupid bigot to me." But there you go. It goes to show how deceptive looks can be. So that's the other second biggest obstacle I've got to overcome. People's lack of understanding that not all not all disabilities are visible. All right, my cancer's on the inside. Okay, you can't see it from the outside, but trust me, I can see it from this side. And that's the other obstacle I have to overcome. People's lack of thought is the third one. I mean, the number of car drivers that actually park over drop curbs is an absolute nightmare. It makes crossing the road really difficult. If you want to cross the road and you've got a car parked over a drop curb, you've got to go meters out the way to find another drop curb, because you can't just bump it down the curb. You can't get up the curb the other side. Is it true that cab drivers have an encyclopedic knowledge of city streets? Yes, the London black cab drivers do, but I wasn't a black cab driver. I was working for Uber. I haven't always worked for Uber. I worked for other cab companies, but I work in my local area, and I promise you, I do have an encyclopedic knowledge of my local area. Every single road, every single street, every single shortcut, I know. So yes, I'm not ignoring you guys talking about politics. I'm not ignoring you. I can see you talking about politics, but I'd rather not use my streams as a political platform other than what I've done now, because it will always involve arguments and people falling out. So I don't really want to discuss politics. But I mean, if that's what you guys want to discuss, that's fine. As Nietzsche's syphilis says, I've alluded to myself. Yeah, I know. At the moment, there is no real party that is an alternative to the Conservatives. I'm sorry, but there isn't. Labour is busy tearing itself apart, and it has been for years. Ever since Tony Blair, which I believe it was called Tory Light at the time. Ever since Blair went and Gordon Brown got in, it's tearing itself apart. We've got the Respect Party. Well, no, okay. They might do well in Wandsworth, but there's got nothing that appeals to me. Anything that UK independence or anything that Nigel Farage has got anything to do with, I don't want to know about. You know, there's a walking train wreck. And then we've got the Greens, which could be a good party. Could be a good party. Could be a good party. But I've got a bit of a problem with the Greens. In the last general election, the Green Party came around campaigning around my house. And I went in, they said to me, well, what do you think? And I said, well, let me ask you this. Where do you get your leaflets from? I said, what are you talking about? I said, where do you get your leaflets from? And she said, I don't know, but I'll find out for you. I said, all right, while you're finding out for me, can you tell me how you got here today? Then we drove. Okay. How many of you drove? She said, oh, we've all got our own cars. So there's 3 of you on my doorstep. You came in 3 different cars, and you don't know where you got your leaflets from. She said, that's right. I said, well, I'll tell you where you got your leaflets from. You got them from the Brazilian rainforest. Oh, shit, I didn't know that. I said, yeah, I did, yeah. I said, if you were truly green, you would have walked, and you wouldn't bother giving me leaflets. Am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. Okay. Daniel Robinson has just said, I feel your pain. I'm immunocompromised as well. I have an autoimmune liver disease. The worst part is I'm not allowed any alcohol anymore. That's me. That's going to be me. If I keep drinking, I've had to curb my drinking quite a lot, because my liver profile did get a bit funny in January. So I've actually cut my drinking down. Normally, I would have had 4 of these by now, but I've cut it down. So I'm sorry that you're not allowed to drink anymore. Alcohol is one of the. I don't smoke anymore, and the medication I'm on, as the powerful medication, the chemo medication I'm on, has rendered me damn near impotent. So that's 2 pleasures in life that I don't have at the moment, and the alcohol is another one of them. And I think without that, I think I'd go a bit mad. So you have my sympathies not having alcohol now. You can only have 1 beer a month. You don't see the point. I'll have the occasional Guinness though. That's yeah. My doctors haven't said that to stop drinking. They've said that I really should keep under 14 units a week, which I do. I had 8 units last night, and these are 2.2 units. So I'll have maybe another one of these tonight. That's it. No more for the rest of the week now until Sunday again. So, and that keeps me under the 8 units. I've just killed the chat. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to kill the chat. I'm sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I really, really didn't mean to kill the chat. I am sorry. You carry on talking about politics if you want to, guys. You carry on. You carry on. Um, oh, right. What else can we talk about? Yeah. What else can we talk about? Um, I we've just had the Jubilee weekend. One of the questions that came up several times in the stream last night was obviously people from another country. They kept asking, is it true that British people don't like the monarchy? That was an interesting question because I've heard this before. I've seen this before with people from other countries. They've said that, is it true British people don't like the monarchy? I don't know anybody that doesn't like the monarchy in this country. I seriously don't know anybody. I know lots of people on Facebook say they don't like the monarchy, but in person, I don't know anybody that doesn't like the monarchy. And I don't know where this has come about. I think it's because of a few people online who said they don't like the monarchy, but I think everybody in this country, we appreciate them. I mean, this Jubilee weekend just gone. I love all the pomp and circumstance and all the ceremony. I love the parade on Sunday yesterday. Absolutely loved the parade, the trooping of the colour on Friday and everything else. I love that. That's what makes us uniquely British. Australia becoming a republic. I mean, Nietzsche's syphilis has just asked about Australia becoming a republic and what do I think about it. Well, Australia is a republic in all but name, isn't it? Really, I mean, the Queen is the head of state, but she's got absolutely no power there at all. she's on her postage stamps, and I think she's on her currency, and I think that's the major difference that they're gonna see. So I don't think it matters to us one way or the other. Um, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried if we become a republic. If we become a republic, that won't bother me as long as we don't lose all of this pomp and all of this ceremony. As long as we keep that, I don't mind if we don't have a royalty and become a republic. That's absolutely fine. Yes, I know I started the conversation about politics. Well, it wasn't really about politics. It was about Boris being a scruffy fucker, wasn't it? Planting claim. Well, that's what started it, right? Boris was a scruffy bugger. So that's what started it. So we can talk about politics if you like. So bring it on. I've got Daniel Robinson on YouTube telling me that, as for me here in the US, I'm just glad that fucker Trump has gone. Yeah. I don't know what went wrong with the world, but for a while there, you appointed a clown as the man in charge, and we appointed a clown as the man in charge. So, although Boris isn't my prime minister because I never voted for him, and so I will answer your question, Broken Vehicle, in a couple of minutes. I won't forget. I'll answer your question. I'm just going to carry on saying what I'll do with the Jubilee. What I would have loved to have done on the Jubilee. What I would have absolutely loved to have done on the Jubilee. And by the way, I thought that the Jubilee, the party with all the musicians, that was a bit crap, wasn't it? I didn't like that at all. Half the people there I'd never heard of, but then that's because I'm old. So I've not heard of half the people there. Let me just check something before I get into it. Nobody watching me on Facebook, nobody watching me on YouTube, and one person watching me on Twitch. See, they're just not. Those platforms are just not working for me, are they? Yes, the Jubilee weekend. I would have liked to have gone up. I'm only where I am now. I'm in the far southeastern corner of London. I would have liked to have gone up, especially yesterday, to the parade, and done a live stream actually from the parade, or done a live stream from the celebrations on Friday, or even done a live stream from the party. I would have loved to have done that. Unfortunately, I couldn't because I've got to keep away from people. That's the problem. It's people are the problem, and I've got to be keeping away from people because of the immunocompromised. So the more people there are, the more risk I put myself at. So I had to deliberately stay at home. But I'm only like 11 miles away. It's just a quick trip up into town for me to get up there, and I was really gutted that I had to stay at home and watch it. Yeah, well, I don't call Partygate politics, planting claim. I call Partygate that's disrespect. That's just disrespect, isn't it? Yeah, Daniel Robinson says that he's like my background yesterday. He doesn't exist. Everybody thought when I was streaming from the pub, right? There were a lot of people. Whether they were just pulling my piss or not, I don't know. But there was a lot of people that actually assumed that my background was fake and I was sitting behind a green screen, even though I could interact with people behind me. They actually thought I was behind a green screen. I sort of think, do these people actually know how a green screen works? The fact that I could interact with the people behind me, and then at one point I actually drove my wheelchair down at the phone box that was behind me, 500 metres, and back again just to prove it wasn't a green screen, and they weren't having it. They seriously thought it was a green screen. Now I'm behind a green screen, obviously, because I'm not really in a pub. I'm behind a green screen. Nietzsche's Syphilis says, my dread is Australia becoming a republic and appointing the US-style presidential circus, which leads to electing the orange monster. I very much doubt whether Trump will be elected in Australia. So I think your fears are unfounded there. Yeah, I was interacting with my background yesterday. Right. So Australia. I was out in Australia. I went out in Australia in 1994, I think it was. Might have been early. Might have been 1992. I can't remember exactly when. I enjoyed myself. Went out to Sydney. It was a business trip. I went out to Sydney. For a week, and that was absolutely fantastic. And actually going out to Sydney, I not only did I achieve several things that I'd always wanted to achieve. Right. One of them was I got as far away from my house as it is possible to go without leaving the planet. A lot of people assume the antipodes. Antipodes means the exact opposite on the planet. The antipodes of London is Sydney. It's not. The antipodes of London is about 150 miles off of the coast of New Zealand in a patch of water. My plane from Los Angeles to Sydney, because we flew from Los Angeles to Sydney, my plane flew directly over that. And as he went over there, the pilot said that we are at the antipodes of London, which meant that at that exact moment I was as far away from my house as it is possible to go without leaving the planet. Secondly, I circumnavigated the globe. Right, we flew from Gatwick to Minneapolis, Minneapolis to Los Angeles, Los Angeles to Sydney. That was the outbound. That was the inbound journey. The outbound journey was Sydney to Kuala Lumpur in Indonesia, Kuala Lumpur to Addis Ababa in the Middle East, Addis Ababa to London Gatwick. So I actually flew. Kuala Lumpur's in Indonesia. Sorry, I actually flew completely around the world. So not only have I been as far away from my house as it's possible to go without leaving the planet, but I've completely circumnavigated the globe, which was an interesting experience. Planting Claymore says, I must admit, I knew it wasn't a green screen, but it did kind of look like one. Yeah, I agree. It kind of looked. I mean, green screen technology is really good. You can actually get some really good green screen. I mean, I'm using something right now called XSplit, which isn't a green screen. It's actually background removal. It's a background removal program, but my room is a green screen. My whole room has been painted in green, which is why you can see the green reflecting on this side of my face. I can remove it with filters, but I'm not going to, because otherwise it causes all sorts of other problems. But yeah, you can. The green screen technology is quite amazing. When I make some of my videos, I do sit behind a proper greens. I've got proper green screens as well. I do sit in front of proper green screens and use Adobe After Effects to chroma key myself out. But the green screen technology is fantastic. But I really wasn't behind a green screen. It really was live. Right. Let's have a look. Did I say that I was going to? Thank you, Daniel Robinson, for subscribing to me. I do appreciate that. Did I say I was going to? What was I going to do? I was going to look back at the questions. My tattoo. Yes, I was going to talk about the tattoo. This one is. That is a. That is. Let me just check and make sure. I've just got to pull up Reddit to make sure that you can see me. There's a bit of a delay, so give me a second or two. I've got to make sure that you can see the two. That is Woody Woodpecker. My surname is Woodmore. Throughout my life, my nickname has been Woody. My nickname has been Woody. And I've always been known as Woody, and I don't know why. One day when I was drunk, let's turn it up the other way, see if you can see it. One day when I was drunk, I just got this tattoo put on my arm, because I'm a Woody. That one. Right, Nietzsche syphilis. That's a cool fact about the opposite side of the earth to London. What was your job that brought you to Sydney in the 1990s? I broke a world record. Broke a world record. I know what world record you got. Go and have a look at my link tree. It's got it all there. Or go and have a look at my YouTube, which is look, that's my YouTube. Yeah, literally type that into a browser. Type that into a browser, and you will get to my YouTube. They will tell you all about it. I actually broke 2 world records back in 1990. So for a little while there, I found a little bit of fame in my 30s. So that's what took me. Actually, it took me all over the world. It took me to America. It took me all over the world. I even met Stan Lee. You know, the Marvel guy, Stan Lee. I met him because he did a television show called Superhumans, and I was featured in one of the episodes. Again, go to my link tree, and the episode is on there somewhere, and you'll understand. It's easier if I don't explain it right. This tattoo is it's a 3D tattoo. It's a piston. You can see where the skin on my arm is pulled away, and inside it's a piston. Why that particular tattoo? Right. Like I said, I've got incurable cancer, and I'm on chemotherapy. And I had this tattoo done after my first lot of chemotherapy to celebrate the end of the chemotherapy. It actually covers what you can't see. Let's see if the camera can pick it up. Yes, you can. Look, just there. You can see some red. You see that patch of red there? That is a love heart. And it says Steve there and Sue there above it. Now that was the very first tattoo I had done when I was 18, and that is obviously me, a love heart, and my first wife. We're divorced now. But for many years I had it on my arm, and it never really bothered me. But I said to myself, when I finish my chemotherapy, that's a bit of a celebration of getting through chemotherapy. I'm going to get myself a tattoo, and what I might as well do is might as well get this one covered, because I'm not with her anymore. And occasionally, some people, when they see me with my partner, they call her Sue because it said Sue on my arm, and I thought that's a bit. So let's get the tattoo covered. But I thought about what I wanted to do, and I said to the guy, I said I want to buy a mechanical tattoo, and he said to me, why? He said, if you tell me why, I can come up with something. And I said, I'll tell you why, because I've got cancer. I've just been through chemotherapy, and I want the tattoo to celebrate it. But I also want the tattoo so that when I look at it, I think to myself that inside I'm not flesh and blood. Inside I'm a machine. I'm mechanical. Because that way the cancer can't get me. Cancer can't eat mechanics. It only eats flesh and blood. So if I pretend inside that I'm mechanical, the cancer won't get me. So that's what the tattoo was about. Um, I don't actually expect anybody to understand that, but then I didn't get the tattoo done for anybody else. I got it done purely for me. I do have more tattoos, but they're all in intimate places, and the only way you'd ever see them is if you were in bed with me. So I'm not going to reveal my tattoos. I'm not going to reveal my other tattoo. I've got 3 more tattoos. I'm not going to reveal them on a live stream on Reddit or Twitch, and then they're personal tattoos. Only the women I've slept with know what, and that's going to stay that way. So yeah, and I knew that. I knew some people were pulling. I knew some people were pulling my leg about the green screen because it became a running joke, didn't it? It became the fake barman, and then the fake rain, and then the fake everything else. It just got a bit. Hello, Sal. Have you seen the ice wallow cum tattoo? This is somebody called Sal on YouTube. Have you seen the ice wallow cum tattoo? I'm just going to Google it. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I've Googled, but I'm not getting any. It's not telling me. It's not telling me anything. Oh right, okay, yeah. Oh yeah. A bit slow tonight. Sal said, "Have I seen this tattoo?" And I'm going to type it out for you guys on Reddit. Right there we go. Sal said that. All right, of course. What he meant is, and Reddit stopped me from posting it because it's rude. What it actually meant is I swallow cum. Well, I don't swallow cum, but thank you for. Have you seen the I swallow cum? Did you just really want me to say that? Is that what you wanted me to say? You wanted me to say I swallow cum on air? There you go. I swallow cum. Okay. Well, I don't swallow cum, but you obviously wanted me to say it. Did that amuse you? Did that amuse you? Does that made your night? That made your night. Right. Okay. Um, I can't believe I went off and googled I swallow cum. Ugh, 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 ugh. So, Sal, tell me, what are you like? 7 years old? I've come up with that. Oh, right. Just more beer. Right. Let's have a look. Oh, we're showing 2 people on YouTube now. Well, 2 people. Yay. One on Reddit. One on no, not one on Reddit. One on Twitch, and none on Facebook. Obviously, as a streamer, I'm a load of old shit. That's what I am. I'm actually looking now. I'm just going on Facebook.
I don't know that.
Oh, shut up, Alexa. Nobody asked your opinion. I hate when Alexa pipes up and gives an opinion when you don't really ask for it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Richard's here on Facebook. Why didn't I see? Oh, hi, Richard. Why didn't you come up on? Why didn't you come up on Restream chat? Like I say, I've had a lot of problems. Oh, yeah, you have. You have come up here, Richard. Oh, hi, Richard. Hi, Richard. I've seen you there on Facebook. Oh, good. I didn't realise you were there. Actually, Richard is a friend of mine, and we run a group together. We run a Facebook group together of 70,000 members. And we're having an annual general meeting in 3 weeks in Birmingham, which is actually going to probably turn into an orgy of drinking with all the guys, because we've all met each other before, the admin team. And it's going to turn into an orgy of drinking, I think. So that's going to be fun in 3 weeks. I'm really looking forward to that. I was going to say something, Richard, but it's completely. Yes, yes. I'll tell you what, Richard. What we might do is I'm going to do, because not all of my our admin team, can make it to this meeting. 75% of them are going to be there, but 25% have got other commitments. So I'm going to have a Zoom meeting where they can all join in. But I'm thinking that maybe I could do a live stream on Sunday night with you guys. Let's stream to the world, us lot getting totally shit faced. That's what I'm thinking, Richard. I don't know why he appeals to me. Daniel Robinson on YouTube has asked me if I was ever in the military. No, but I did have an action man. Yeah, actually I was. Well, I was in the ATC, the Air Training Corps, when I was a teenager. But no, I've never been in the military. Unfortunately, I tried to join the Air Force when I was 16, but I failed the medical on being colourblind. Which is a rather ironic thing to do, because my second choice of career was as a printer, and I went into the print, and you need to be able to see colours to be a successful printer, but they wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let me into the Air Force because I was colourblind, red green colourblind. Uh, sorry, blue green colourblind, not blue green. They wouldn't let me into the military for that, so I never did serve, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it is. But I was in the ATC when I was at the Air Training Corps when I was a teenager, but they're not properly. They're properly. Sal, I'm going to report you if you come up with another thing like that. That's extremely racist, and I'm going to block you now because I really don't want to talk to you. So go away. All right, that's extremely racist. There's no place for you. It's 2022. There is no place for people like you on the internet. So goodbye. You're blocked. Right. That's him gone. I'm not going to repeat what he said. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll know exactly what he said, or the people on watching on Facebook can see what he said. But I've just got shot of him now. So it's Richard says, I thought you were going to say an orgy between truck drivers. No, I wasn't going to say an orgy between drivers at all. Right, let's get rid of Sal. I don't need racist people like that. I can't stand racists. They're not even racist, are they? They're bigots. They're just horrible people that spread hate. Yes, Nietzsche's. That's what I was. I mean, we're talking about 30 years ago, and when I had teeth, and when I didn't have a serious lung condition. Yes, I wasn't just a fast talker. I was the fastest talker. So yeah, that was my claim to fame 30 years ago. I was in the Guinness Book of Records for many years, but there's an interesting one on my YouTube channel called Fast Talk. I'd advise you to watch that. It's called Fast Talk. It's well worth a watch. A documentary was made about me 3 years ago, and it tells the story. It tells a story of a cheat, a liar, and a very bad loser, which wasn't me. It's a fascinating documentary about somebody that's famous, that was very put out when I took their world record away from them. They were very put out, and they didn't like it, not one little bit. So, yeah, just go and have a look. Go and have a look at that. That tells you all it is about me. But that was 32 years ago. that was a different lifetime. That was a lifetime ago. Good time of my life, though. I earned money, and I I got to travel the world. That was the great thing. Getting to travel the world. That was absolutely fantastic, and I really did travel all over the world. Um, all right, okay, Daniel. 4 p.m. You're 7 hours behind us. Then that means you're on the East Coast. So yeah, it's nice. It was nice to chat to you. Hopefully, we'll talk again soon because it is nice to get the get the interaction on YouTube. It's really nice. It's where I'd like to. I mean, I had 422,000 people watching me on Reddit last night. I'd like that number watching me on YouTube. I really would, but that's not going to happen. So, but it is nice to have some interaction on YouTube. Uh, and hopefully you'll be around. I do this particular stream on a Monday and a Friday, at the same time. Um, and on Sundays I do a stream from the pub. So pop in. Although Sundays I only stream on Reddit because I haven't got the studio when I'm out at the pub. I've only got my cell phone. I can't bring my studio with me, so I'm only stream on Reddit rather than all the others at the same time. That's a technical thing. So go and enjoy your 2-year-old. Go and have fun, and we'll catch each other later. Um, no, not an orgy between the truck drivers, Richard. It's an orgy of drinking and things. But let's ask people. What do you think? Right? Do you think that I should make a live broadcast of me and my friends, and there'll be 16 of us, at this meeting, um, just generally being wankers. Um, would you like to watch that? Would you like to watch 16 of us making complete idiots of ourselves? And most of them are from up north in the Midlands. I'm the only one coming from down south. So I'm the Nancy Puff to southerner. All the rest are coming from up north. Count me in. I'll see you then. Okay. I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not because it's down to the other people. I'm as you can tell, I'm not. I'm a very shy person. I'm very shy. I don't like going out on camera at all. It's down to the other guys whether they want to do that or not. Right, Klein 643 on Reddit says, "Are people hungover in the UK?" People in the UK are a bit pissed off today because, especially in London, because the tube drivers went on strike. Which caused a lot of problems in London. No, I don't think they were that hungover. I mean, I was out at the pub last night, celebrating in my own way. And I only had 4 pints, and 4 pints is not enough to get me hungover, so I wasn't. Previous Plus wants me to stream the shenanigans. Like I say, it's not down to me really. It's down to the other guys. They might not want their shenanigans broadcast all over the world. We'll see. We'll see. Now, here's a question: do I have an idea? What can we do? Let's. I've just noticed my viewers have dropped, so um, we need to have something to attract them, don't we? We need to have something to attract the viewers. Let's let's see what we got. Richard has no issues with it being broadcast, right? Okay. Let's have the cat back. Yeah, let's have the cat back. We need the cat back. Okay. We need the cat back. We need the cat. There we go. Right. We've got the cat back. And what we'll do is we'll accompany the cat this time. We will accompany the cat. We'll give the cat a dancing partner, I think. What do you guys reckon? Give the cat a dancing partner? I think so. I think so. So let's sort that out. Okay. Why is that not working? Probably because I haven't put it up there. Right, let's get that dancing. Right, okay, yep. The dancing partner. There we go. Right. There we go. Right, the cat has now got a dancing partner. Right, there we go. So that will keep people happy. We've got the cat, got a dancing partner. I know we need cats. That's why I've got the cats. All right, that's why I've got the cats. But the cat has now got a dancing partner. So I got to set it loop, didn't I? Loop, right? Loop. There we go. Okay. Right. So the cat's now got a dancing partner. So there we go. What can you say about that? Hey, the cat has got a dancing partner. So we're taking on the front page of Reddit with a cat and an alien. That should do the trick, shouldn't it? Right. Oh, well, I've run out of things to say, so I'm just going to open up another beer. What are you trying? It's 20 past 11. I'm just going to open up another beer, and let's see if we can. Go on, you guys. Let's see what you want to talk about. Let's see if there's anything else you want to talk about. Or I'm going to go and eat my kebabs. So, Previous Puss says, "What advice would you give to young people just starting out? Use condoms." That would be my advice. Use condoms. Um, you are giving me all sorts of different awards there, Previous Puss. And I'm running out of graphics to celebrate. But there we go. We'll use that one. That's another way of saying thank you. There we go. Look, I'm running out of my motion graphics. All right, you're wearing me out of things. Keep giving me all these awards, but I'm trying my best for you. All right. Um, let's see if that actually comes out on Reddit. Yeah, that works. Um, oh, I haven't got a lot more. I haven't got a lot more. I haven't got a lot more backgrounds that I can do. So let's turn the cat off. Oh, I'm running out of things that I can do. Oh. So yeah, that would be my advice. That would be my advice. Is use condoms. I didn't, and I ended up getting married at 19, which, with hindsight, was a mistake. Although I don't really regret it because my oldest son my oldest son, who's 42 now, was born, and I love him to bits. And I wouldn't go back and change that. I'm glad. I'm glad I've got my son. But yeah, my advice is, if I'd have worn a condom, if I'd have worn a condom, if I'd have believed, right, that was my biggest mistake of my wife. My then wife lied to me. Right, she told me that she was on the pill, and she lied to me, and she ended up getting pregnant. And that should have set alarm bells ringing, but it didn't, and I ended up marrying her, and then we split up in 1990, and I divorced her in 1994. So, but the alarm bells should have gone when she got pregnant, but they didn't. I was just a stupid teenager. I was only just 19 when I got pregnant. So that'll be my advice to a young person starting out: is wear a condom, use a condom. And the other thing is that when I was 19, I used to talk to a lot of old people. A lot of old people about my age, right? And they'd say exactly what I'm going to say now, and I'd look at them and think, "You don't know what you're talking about." But it's taken me 62 years to realise they know exactly what they're talking about. When you're 16, 17, 18, you don't know it. You really haven't got a clue. You really are virginal, but you think you know it. And there's nothing in this world that will change your mind about it. The only way you will realise that actually you were quite virtual and you didn't really know it all is to get to be 60. And when you do that, you look back at yourself and you think, fuck, no, I didn't know it all. And these old guys were actually quite sensible and they did know it all. And that's because we've got a lifetime of experience behind us, the experience that you don't have. You might have the theory, you haven't got the experience. So us old people, we do actually know shit, right? We do know shit. It's like, you didn't invent all of the things that you think you invented. The other day, somebody came up to me and said, "Hello, Grandad," because I'm old. They come on the street and say, "Hello, Grandad." Did you get your grandchildren to set your stream up for you? And I thought, no, I didn't get my grandchildren to set my stream up. I did it myself. Because what they don't realise is it's my generation that invented everything that I'm using today. Or some things were invented before my generation. I mean, it was my generation that invented the personal computer. It was my generation that bought that Tim Berners-Lee in 1994 brought out the World Wide Web that we're all using. You know, it's these things have been around. Have been around. I mean, my first computer, I bought my first computer, a Sinclair, a 1K Sinclair in 1982 from Tandy's, and you had to build it yourself. But that's how long I've been involved in computers. Um, and to them, they think that computers have only just appeared, and old people know nothing about computers. So, but we do. We've got a whole lifetime of experience of them. Um, and that would be my advice to somebody just starting out, that you really don't know what you think you know, and the old people really do know more than you, because we have a lifetime of experience. You didn't invent the stuff that you didn't invent the experiences that you're having. You know, I mean, what was it? What was the other day? Somebody said, they said, so how did somebody the other day, a youngster, right? A youngster. I kid you not. This is excuse me. This is a genuine question, right? They said to me, "What was sex like before the blowjob was invented?" He honestly thought that blowjobs were something that his generation invented. He hasn't got a clue. Hasn't got a clue. Winiac 0917. It's actually this, but I knew what you meant. The Commodore 64 is actually, as I've just, that's how it's spelt correctly. I know the Commodore 64. I never had a Commodore 64. While people had Commodore 64s, I had a Sinclair ZX Spectrum 32K, which I believe was called the Timex computer in the United States. Michael Hilton, the alien, joined the broadcast. Yeah, Richard, I hope Michael Hilton's not watching. I hope Michael's not watching with comments like right. Um, so yeah, so that's my advice, that we do know shit. We've been around a long time. But this guy honestly thought that his generation invented blowjobs. I mean, you know, I had to look at him and say, "Well, how do you think your parents got here?" And he looked at it and said, "What? How do you think your parents arrived?" He said, "I don't know." And I said, "Well, your grandparents had sex." And he looked at me and said, "Really?" Ooh, you know, it's you tried to tag him, did you, Richard? Oh, very good, very good. Um, it's so that's my advice. That is my advice to somebody starting out. Right? Is actually old people do know stuff. And while I've been saying this, right, I've just suddenly realised that I am now the old fart that I used to hate. I used to hate people like me. I used to hate old farts like me, and I'm now the old fart that I used to hate. Look, I mean, I'm going bald. I've lost all my teeth. I'm fat. Um, I am, I am what I hated. I've turned out to be the person that I've hated. Right. I can't believe that I had 422,000 people watching me. I'm not exaggerating. I really did have 422,000 people watching me, and I can prove that. I can prove that. Hang on, prove that. Look, here we go. Oh, I will prove that. 420. That's nearly 500,000 people. That's like, wow. That's a stupid amount of people. Absolutely stupid amount of people. Oh, oh, oh. Here you go. Look. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. Let's put that over a bit. Move that over a bit more. Here you go. Look. 422,000. 424,344 views. Can you believe that? Oh, it's just a stupid amount of views. What, 500,000 people? And Reddit want to take streaming off the front page. Well, not want to take streaming off the front page. They are taking streaming off of the front page. According to the announcement I read yesterday that Reddit are doing it. But yeah, it's a stupid amount of people. 424,000. Wow. And today I've got 27. It's a bit of a woomph. It doesn't matter. You're a very important 27 people. Very important 27 people that you're here. I can't believe you tried to tag him, Richard. I can't believe that you tried to tag Michael Hill. You just oh. This is going to turn into a nightmare, isn't it? It's going to turn into a nightmare. I've got to organise the table tomorrow. I can't believe that place, right? That place, right? We're all booked. Well, you're not booked into the hotel, but we're all booked into the hotel, and they still want a fucking deposit for the restaurant table. So that's a bit odd. So, but I think I've been watching my emails. I've been talking. I think everybody's paid now. So I think there's 16 of us. So I'm going to book the table tomorrow at the hotel and pay for that. And what will happen is with the money that you paid, it'll be knocked off the bill. But I'm not quite sure how it's gonna do. How it's going to do. Yes, no, I realise that, Wayne. Reddit wants to not. What they don't want to stop streaming. They just want to stop it coming off of the front page. Which I've just been onto the front page a couple of times tonight, and there's no live streams on the front page. So I think it might already be stopped. No, most people don't like it. I think it's stupid. I think it's the fact that I've just shown you that 424,000 people watched me last night tells me that there is a massive, massive income stream there for Reddit. There's a massive income stream there for Reddit, okay? 500,000 people watching just me last night. That is a massive opportunity for Reddit to make money with advertisements. That's how popular streaming is. And I'm not the only one. You get to... Oh, Michael Hilton's turned up after all that. Right, Michael Hilton has turned up. So you did manage to tag him, Richard. So you can explain it. Well, you explain it to him, Richard. So there's an opportunity there that Reddit are missing. All right, that's 500,000 people. That's like, that's a phenomenal amount of people. And so Reddit wants to take the top broadcast off of the front page. It's like they're trying to deny that streaming doesn't exist on Reddit, which is crazy because the figures say that it's more popular than YouTube or Twitch. There's nobody on Twitch or YouTube that will get 422,000 viewers for a live stream. I kid you not. You do not get that number. You might get 20,000 on Twitch or 25,000 on YouTube at a time, but 500,000 at a time watching a live stream. It's got to be a major event on YouTube to get that many people to watch it. Yet Reddit does it on a regular occasion because it's not just me. It's not just me. And I noticed a couple of other people get sort of figures like that at times. So they really are missing an opportunity there. And then the other thing they're missing is that the other thing that people don't like is notifications haven't worked for months. If you subscribe to me, if you follow me, right, you're not notified when I go live. And then they said they're not going to fix it. They said they'd rather fix other things first, like taking streaming off of the top page. It's just absolute craziness. I can't work out what their logic is on that. And it's just absolute crazy logic. Why not? Why will you not fix? Why do you not fix the notifications? That's what most people were screaming about. There's a sub going on about this where you're invited to discuss it. Have a look at the Auto Mod announcement. You can follow the link through, and you're invited to discuss it in the sub. And Redditor after Redditor, post after post after post are saying the same thing. Fix the notifications. Fix the notifications. And the mods are coming back and saying, no, we're not going to fix the notifications. They're not important. Yes, they fucking are. They're the most important thing about streaming. They want people to have notifications. Because people like Waniac has just said it themselves, right? How do you find out about streaming? You find out about the front page. That's how I found out about streaming. That's how a lot of people find out about streaming, by seeing it on the front page. If it's not on the front page, you're never going to know about it. I mean, it's like they want to kill streaming off, but it's when you get 500,000 people watching a stream, like 500,000 people, that is such an opportunity for advertising that they're missing it completely. Missing it completely. Well, Hagar says, "How was my jubilee? My jubilee was not the jubilee that I wanted because I couldn't go up into town to see all the celebrations. I had to sit there and watch it on television, which was a shame. Um, which is a shame that I couldn't go up there, but that's because I'm seriously immunocompromised. Um, yes, I know, Wayne. There is a phenomenal opportunity for making money that they're just missing it. I find it strange. I just find it strange. So my jubilee was very quiet because I would like to have gone up to town. I live in London. I live 11 miles away from the city. I would have liked to have gone up into town and done a live stream from the celebrations, but I can't because I have cancer and I'm immunocompromised and I've got to stay away from people. For fear of infecting myself with uh, with uh, with um, with any infections that are going around. Sorry, I'm just watching two of my friends, Richard Close and Michael Hilton. They're just taking the piss out of each other on YouTube. They're ignoring what I'm saying and they're just ripping into each other. So I'm just watching them. That's all. They're just discussing how they're masturbating over each other's pictures, as you do. This chat overlay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I do a chat overlay? Ah, yes, I can. Ah, why haven't I just seen that before? Why didn't I just see that? Right? Why didn't I just see that? I think we can run a chat overlay on. I think we can run a chat overlay so you can actually see them having a go with each other. So let's have a look and see if it works. Let's have a look, see if it works. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I just noticed this, right? Hey, let's see if we can do this. If this works. Right, it's just a case of waiting for it to work. Let me just double check that I've got that right. Open it up as a new browser source here. Oh, Woody the Woodpecker, Samuel Charwick says that right now. I'm not sure why that's not working. So obviously that chat overlay is not working. Let's have a look at these properties. Uh, why isn't that overlay chat? Woody the Woodpecker. Yep, Woody the Woodpecker. That's my nickname. I've actually got a tattoo of Woody the Woodpecker. That's because that is my nickname now. Why isn't that working? Uh, before hate. Yep. Background. Up then. Refresh browser. Fresh cache of current page. Right. That in theory should be working. I don't know why it's not. So it should give you a check. Yeah, Waniac, people keep telling me, right, Waniac, people keep telling me to go on Discord, right? Like people keep telling me to go on Twitch. I've been on Twitch for a year, right? I've got one viewer. It's the same with Discord, right? Discord does not do anything for me. Nobody visits Discord, right? It's one of those things. So nobody visits Discord. Um, no, that's not working. I did copy that in as a browser source. I'm not sure why that's not working. Let's copy it in as a media file. Let's see if it comes in as a media file. That might make a difference. Let's try it as a media file, not a browser source. Yeah, it's so Discord doesn't work for me. I'm sorry. Discord just doesn't work for me. Let's try that and see what happens there. See if that works upon me. Let's see what happens. Probably nothing. Yeah, so Discord doesn't. I do have a Discord, but it doesn't. It's not popular, and I can't. Like I say, I've got Twitch that's not popular. I've got YouTube that's not popular. Um, and it's one of these things that it's great to say let's do it, but when I actually do it, nothing happens. And like I say, I get told constantly, you should go on Twitch, you should go on Twitch, and I can tell you now that I've had no interaction on Twitch at all tonight, and we've got on Twitch one viewer. We've had one viewer all night. Right, that's not working, and I don't know why that's not working. So let's just delete that. I won't have to chat on it. Oh well. So that's another thing that I'm not going to do. Thank you for Drips Lobber. Thank you for following me. I can see that you've done that. Right. I'm just watching Michael and Richard. They're having their own private conversation. What I was saying, Michael, what I was saying, right? What I was saying, Michael, is with our shenanigans coming up in a couple of weeks, I'm considering actually broadcasting the whole thing live to the world. How do you feel about that? Out of curiosity. Obviously, after the meal, when you're dancing on the tables, because you've set the scene there. We are going to expect you to dance on the tables. I shall be bringing my video cameras to make sure that I've got it on tape because you've set the scene there. We will be expecting you to dance on the tape. Very much so. Uh, you've stitched yourself up there. Very much. Let me a bit more. It's another one of those things. Right. Well, if it's this time of night, I'd be dancing in the moonlight. Okay. Um, 20 to 12. Right. I'll be in bed. I'll be in bed by this time. I'm only up this late because I have to take my missus to work. She works nights on a Monday, so I take her to work at 9 o'clock, and I get back here at 10:15. So by the time I've done my streaming, I'm coming up for 2 hours now, and I'm going to give it another 5 minutes, and then I'm going to bugger off to bed. No, I'm not. I've got some kebabs to eat. Then I'm going to bugger off to bed. So I'm not the night owl I used to be. Um, that's the other thing about getting old. You have to get up in the middle of the night at least twice to go to sleep. And that ruins your sleeping pattern. It means you don't get a proper good night's sleep, and you have to. When you're there, you have to end up going to bed early. How much sleep did I have last night? Yeah, I went to bed. I went to bed at midnight last night, and I had 7 hours and 27 minutes of sleep. So that's why I'm yawning. Um, but that's what you get for being old. You get for being old. I can't believe. I'm sorry I didn't shave today. It's because I've had so many problems with OBS, which I've got to spend all day tomorrow working out why OBS isn't working. It's not showing me. It's not showing me the restream box. So I'm gonna have to work out why that's not working. Um, uh, I'm just gonna go to the toilet. I'll be back in a second, right? I'm just gonna go to the toilet. Bear with me for a second. Oh, I needed that. Oh, I definitely needed that. Right. Oh, I needed that. Right. I. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Yep. Um. So yeah. Oh. Right. Not if there's sprinklers on. The truckers will be dribbling. Yes. Yes. I know the truckers will dribble. Right. Okay. Come on, people. I'm going to give it another 5 minutes. We've got 5 minutes. So let's see what we want to talk about. Come on. There's 19 of you on. 19 of you on Reddit, and none of you on YouTube, and 2 of you on Facebook, and 1 of you on Twitch. Again, absolutely no interaction from Twitch at all. Nothing at all. Drips Lobber, thank you for the award. I've got a very special thank you for you. There you go. That's for the award. Thank you, Drips Lobber. That's appreciated. Where are we? Where are we? Right. I've got to work out why everything's not working properly. So you come on, 5 minutes. Let's 4 minutes now. Come on, 4 minutes. You decide what we're going to talk about for the next 4 minutes, please, guys. Let's talk about that. And then I'm going to go because I'm getting hungry now. I can't believe I've got to spend all day tomorrow fucking about with OBS to work out why it's not. The docs should come up automatically. Not. I don't know. Such is life. Such is life. Oh, right, okay, go on. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I mean, that's long enough. That's long enough. What's my favourite type of beer? Amber ales or golden ales, Strip Slobber. I like craft beers. I like craft beers produced by small breweries because they really do taste. Um, I will drink lagers. I will drink IPAs, but I generally like amber, which is what Doom Bar is. Doom Bar is one of my favourite amber ales. Another favourite of mine is from a brewery called Faversham Brewery down there in Kent called Spitfire, which is another amber ale. It's absolutely gorgeous. Or Old Speckled Hen. That's another amber ale. Or a golden ale. Amber ales or golden ales. My favourite amber ale, the best ale in the world, is a brew called Woodford's Wherry, which is absolutely fantastic. If you've never drunk Woodford's Wherry, it's like nothing else on this planet. It's gorgeous. But I do like golden ales as well. Like Wainwright's Golden Champion. That's a gorgeous beer. Very floral tasting. It's very nice. I don't like the IPAs because I use citra hops, and that gives it a very citrusy tang. It makes it a very sour beer. I don't like sour beers. I don't like porters or stouts or sour beers, but I do enjoy an amber ale. A proper British amber ale. There's no beer like it. It really is a fantastic beer. Well well recommended. If you've never tried one, have to. Doom Bar. This isn't the original Doom Bar. The original Doom Bar was brewed in Rock in Cornwall by a little microbrewery, but they sold out to the American to the Molson Brewing Company, and it's now brewed commercially in Burton on Trent. But it's still nice. It's commercial dishwater. It's still nice, but it's not as nice as it used to be when it was a traditional craft beer. But it is still nice. So that's my favourite type of beer. Last night in the pub, I was drinking IPAs, Indian Pale Ales, session IPA, called Jubilee, which was actually a very nice beer. I only drink IPAs in the pub because they're brewed by these little microbreweries that maybe only brew 5 barrels a day, and they're not commercialised dishwater. I don't like bottled or canned IPAs because they are commercial beers and they're brewed on a vast scale, and you lose the taste of them because of that. So Yeah, I don't like them. And I think that's it. So we're up to, it's now quarter to midnight. So I'm actually going to say I've finished my beers, 2 cans to get rid of, and I'm going to go and have my I'm going to go and have my kebabs now, and then I'm going to go and crash on the bed because I've got to be up at 6:30 in the morning to go and pick my partner up. She finishes work at 7, and I always go and pick her up. So I've got to be up at 6:30. So in 6.5 hours, I've got to be up. So I need to eat and then go to sleep for the night. So I will bid you all farewell. And if I don't see you before, I'll be streaming on Friday night. Although if you catch me in the morning, so I don't think I'll be on in the mornings. I've got to sort out OBS. I sometimes stream my gameplay in the mornings, but I've got to sort out OBS because of this constant issue. So other than that, I'll see you all another time. So let me just say goodbye to you guys on Reddit there. So and then I'll say goodbye to you guys on YouTube. Let's just get the Reddit one out of the way first. So because that's the one with the biggest lag. So we'll say goodbye on Reddit, and I'll see you guys on Friday, and then obviously on Sunday I'll be doing the live stream from the pub. So yeah, creamiest puss, farewell to you as well. I just realised you can't hear me, can you? Ah, sorry. Right, sorry, guys. I'm just going to say goodbye to Reddit. Use Facebook. I'm just waiting for Reddit. Reddit has got the biggest lag, so I'm just waiting for my goodbye screen to appear on Reddit. And when it does, I'll stop streaming on Reddit. So that's happening on Reddit. Right, that's Reddit stopped. Let's shut down RPAM. Let's shut down my virtual camera. Right, okay, that leaves me with just YouTube and YouTube and Reddit. So that's Richard and Michael. I'm actually seriously looking forward to our night out in Birmingham. I am really looking forward to it because the last time I actually had any sort of decent night out was when I met Richard and Danny and Pete and the others up at Wigan. That was back in 2020. Richard, can you believe that? That was back in 2020, August 2020, I think it was. Um, when the COVID pandemic died down, in between lockdowns, it was August or September 2020. Um, that was 2 years ago now, so it'd be nearly 2 years since we last met up. But I did enjoy the night, and I know you enjoyed the night as well. I think we all enjoyed the night there, didn't we? It was a very reserved night because it was just a very reserved night. But we had a good night, we had a good drink, good chat, and a good few beers and a good meal, and it was a good night. But we still didn't really know each other quite that well then. But since then, we've all developed over the last 2 years. We've developed into a much stronger relationship, and we're going to get different characters there. For instance, Mick is going to turn up, who I think is a great comedian, and same with Tim. I actually quite like Tim. As long as he doesn't wear shorts, that'll be fine. So it's going to be nice to meet some of you. Michael, I've never met before. It's going to be nice to meet some of you that I've never met before. Karina, Kaz, I've known for forever. I was looking back at my Facebook the other day, and there's posts from 2008 when I was talking to Karina. Kaz. I know her as Kaz. Her full name's Karina, but I know her as Kaz. I've never actually met her, so it's going to be fun to meet Kaz. She shared her life with me for nearly 20 years. We've never actually met, so it's going to be great fun to meet Kaz. Uh, Will, I'm hoping, can come. Every time I've had a meeting, Will has turned up. Will didn't turn up at the one up at Wigan, but I went to a friend's funeral a few years back in Athelston. He died of cancer. Yeah, another one that's died of cancer. and we went to the wake in the pub. And Will said, "I'm just round the corner from there. Can I turn up?" And I said, "Yes." So I met Will for the first time then. And then last year I went up to. I don't know whether you guys know, but me and Paul Cooper, one of the other admin team, we're actually personal friends. And we've done things like we've been on holiday together. He celebrated his 50th birthday out in Mallorca, and I went out there to celebrate it with him. And we got wrecked in Mallorca, and we were due to go to Forteventura to get wrecked as well, but COVID put a stop to that in 2019. No, I got seriously ill in 2019, so we couldn't go. And then in 2020, we booked to go out to Mallorca again, and the lockdown put a stop to that. So, but me and Paul Cooper, we've known each other again a long time. We've met very many times, and yeah, we have been on holiday together. His partner and me and my partner, we've had some great times. So Paul is a personal friend of mine, and I've gone up to meet Paul in the past, and Will's turned up as well. Will's quite a nice guy. Will Sterling. He's turned up as well because it was an open invite. So I'm hoping that Will can come as well. I am hoping that Paul can make it. Obviously, I don't know whether you know, but Paul's other half has just had an operation last week because she's got cancer, and she's had an operation to have the cancer cut out. So he's hoping that she's going to be fit enough to be able to make it on the second. But if she's not because the important thing is health must always come first. So that's that, Michael and Richard. So, but otherwise, I'm quite looking forward to it. And my question is now: have I just spent the last 5 minutes talking to myself because you two have buggered off? Let me just check the stats. You have, haven't you? You're buggered off. Oh no! It says there's still 2 people on Facebook watching me. So anyway, Richard, Michael, goodbye. If we don't speak before, although I'll make sure when I stream on Friday, I will put it out on Facebook as well. If I don't see you before, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the 2nd. So, Michael, I'll say good night to you, and Richard, if you're there, I'll say good night to you. And that's it. So, good night, people. I will see you on Friday, and we'll meet in person on the 2nd. So, cheers, guys. See you later.